Hey everyone, I'm back today with another raid video. This time is not an update to my free-to-play account. Before I get started, I do just want to thank everyone for the responses I got to my video yesterday. There was quite a bit more traffic on YouTube than I normally see, and then comments on both Reddit and YouTube, and I really appreciate the community interaction that I've gotten both on here and during my stream, and it's fantastic, and I just wanted to thank all my viewers for that because I do really appreciate it. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, I was made aware that this wasn't common knowledge, that there is an exploit to basically allow you to get free attempts to upgrade your artifacts. I kind of just assumed it was common knowledge. I learned about it myself fairly recently on one of the raid Discord channels for a clan that I used to be in. And in the conversations there, it was made to appear to me that most of the major content creators knew about this, but were keeping it a little quiet, I guess. So whether anyone knows or not, I wasn't able to find this particular exploit on YouTube, so I decided to make this today, and let's just jump in and see what exactly it is and how to do it. Now, first of all, I'm not encouraging people to do this. This is more get the idea out there. Hopefully, Plarium gets this fixed relatively soon. But without a lot of pressure to do so, I very much doubt that they would act. So, the general idea of what's going on is you're manipulating the information that is being sent from your client to the server. So when you hit the upgrade 1 level, it starts doing an attempt, and then it'll do another and another, and it keeps queuing them up until you actually get a success. If you close the client during that process, those attempts stay in the queue, but you're refunded your silver. So if you hit this to upgrade again, it would start back at the beginning of the queue, and all of those failed attempts would start through. This is well known. Like, I've seen several videos that talked about this in the past. What I have not seen is that when you come back in, you hit the manual upgrade until it actually gives the upgrade on the artifact, it clears out that queue. So let's say, for instance, I do this 5 times. So I let it make 5 attempts. If it fails, I come back in, have my silver refunded, and then I can just hit upgrade manually until it upgrades, and I effectively got those 5 attempts free to try to make my artifacts better. And then I can hit upgrade 1 level again. So just to show you, and I'm not going to do any sort of editing, so I'm going to have to force close the client, and then I'll have to log back in. What I'll do is I'm going to hit this to upgrade 1 level. I'm going to let it do 5 attempts. Hopefully it's not a success, and we'll be able to close it, but I'm going to let it do 5 attempts. I'm going to come back in, and then I'm going to do manual upgrades until it does it again. So let's just do this real quick. So I'm going to hit, and want to keep in mind how much silver I have. So I have 5507. So I'm going to hit this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I just quit the game. Now I'm going back in to relaunch. And it shouldn't take too terribly long, hopefully. And then when we get back in, I'm going to manually go to upgrade, and it won't be using those same upgrade attempts. So we should have 5507 silver again when we log back in, and we do. So let's get through all of these, go back. This is what we were trying to upgrade. Doing it manual. So there we weren't able to do it faster than the 5 attempts. So it's still taking more, but we still got those first 5 attempts free. So I think that was 7 or 8 tries that it took here. And I've been able to replicate this on my phone. I've had several people from my Twitch channel replicate this. And then obviously in the previous Discord that I was in, they were able to do it as well. So I'm just going to do it one more time. Just maybe this time we'll be able to get it done in less attempts than it took during doing the auto upgrade. So again, I'm just going to hit this. I'm going to let it try 5 times. Then I'm going to close out of the client and come back in and do it manually. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm just relaunching the client. And there's nothing special about 5. I'm just making you guys aware that that's how many I'm doing. So we're able to keep track of how many attempts we made. So in general, how it was suggested to me is that most people, they wait and see, well, if it's taken a couple 100,000 silver, what they do is then they force close it and do it manually to save some amount of silver that way. So if you're taking more silver than average to upgrade the piece of gear, that's when they force close it to try to save. So let's see if we can get this done in less than 5. Okay, so we didn't actually get the chance to show it here. But I promise you that I have done this several times just to make sure that it does actually work on my phone. So, like I said, this gives you extra attempts. Now, something to keep in mind. I'm posting this because I think it is information that should be out there and that Plarium should be aware of, and they should try to be working on fixing if they can. There is a big difference between a bug or a glitch and an exploit, and this definitely falls under exploit. So, for example, if you are on Arena Offense and you know that you're slower than the other team, if you put a level 1 bully in so that their turn meter increaser will attack it so that you can go first with the rest of your team, I don't view that really as an exploit. Obviously, it's the game mechanics and AI that's causing that to happen. Right? So it's the AI is acting weird, so it allows you to do something that you otherwise shouldn't and gives you an advantage. Here, what you're doing is you are very intentionally changing the data that you are sending to the server from your client. I don't know how Plarium normally acts, but in many other games that I've played, doing things like this can and will get you banned. Like I said, I don't know if that's the policy that Plarium has, but it is something that is important to keep in mind if you end up trying to do something like this, because I very much am not endorsing using this method. I'm just letting you know that it is something that I have personally seen work several times. A couple of my viewers in Twitch chat have verified with me that it has saved them silver when they tried it. And I, again, know from the Discord from a previous clan that I was in that there were many people on there that were successfully saving a lot of silver this way. So this is all I had to say today. Again, I stream every night at 7 p.m. Central Time, just right after the daily reset for quests and such. So if you guys want to come hang out, that is twitch.tv/cluelesseconomist. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you.